Oh, son, life will give you a bad hand. It might give you some shit you do not want. Maybe you want what this other guy's got out here. I was recently watching the Arnold documentary on Netflix. I was real interested in it. And I just saw him sitting there, just standing. His fucking arms look like turkey legs with goddamn veins going through them. Just the epitome of what most men want to look like. And for the first time in a long while, I was getting jealous. I was like, holy shit. It put me in like a head game for a second. I was like, holy fuck, this motherfucker he just looks like this. And I just started looking at myself, feeling self-conscious. I was like, what the fuck? And I pulled myself out of it. And I reminded myself this one thing that you need to remind yourself in whenever you start playing this comparison game. Whether it be on genetics with bodybuilding, or it's some sort of mental illness, if you got a mental illness, or a disease, or the way you look, if you're an ugly motherfucker, whatever. Life can deal you some shit, but it's about how you react to it. It's about how you fucking deal with it whenever it's put in front of you. Your fucking parents might die. You might have your fucking... For me, I went through 3 years of bullshit, and every single time I sat for like a little bit, and then I got my fucking ass up and got it. First time, I start losing weight, and all of a sudden I wake up one morning, I get a disease where I got boils and abscesses all over me, and I feel like fucking Frankenstein. I feel like a freak. But I say, you know what, motherfucker? I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna keep working out and see if anything changes. And it did. I finally fucking... The disease alone made me start working out in the gym and pushed me even harder. I'm glad I had that. It strengthened me and calloused my mind to deal with that shit. Then I start working out and I'm going good and good. And my car gets fucking stolen at 12 o'clock at night while I'm coming out of work. I just gotta fucking sit there with my dick in my hand like a jackass. I was fucking depressed for a little bit, and then all of a sudden I said, you know what? What is this gonna fucking get me? Just sitting around like a little pussy, not doing anything. That's what most people do. Something bad happens to them, and then they're just like, oh, woe is me, woe is me. It's pussy bullshit. I made a TikTok video about this a while back, and a bunch of old motherfuckers who done gave up on their dreams and are just miserable with themselves try to be like, oh yeah, wait till life kicks you in the ass. Well, it did over the course of 3 years after my car got stolen. More bullshit happened to me after that. I got fucking evicted from my house a little while later. I just bullshit after bullshit. Then I get over there and I fucking fall into the trap of a shitty job that I hate. So I work that job and everything like that, and I just kind of fall into a depression. And then guess what happens? I get in a big ass car wreck and it wakes me the fuck up. These problems, these things you are faced with in life are there to test you, to wake you the fuck up from your little pussy mode. And you might say, well, what if I'm in a good, real good run and I get a bad thing? Even more to test you. Can you fucking deal with it? You got a good thing going here, but can you deal with a little bit of pain, a little bit of suffering? You're getting real comfortable, so God gives you, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. I call it God because I believe in God. They give you a little bit of a test. See what you're fucking made out of. And you're either going to prove yourself or you're going to fall down. You see these stories over and over from David Goggins. This motherfucker was tortured as a kid. Then he joined the Air Force after racism and all this bullshit, joined it and pussied out because his demons, he couldn't deal with them. Then as a fat fucking loser spraying for cockroaches at 300 pounds, he went and got his fucking shit and became a Navy SEAL. The most grueling shit he's ever been through. Then he got complacent and comfortable and woke himself up and started running ultra marathons, 100 miles back to back, weekend, 8 in a fucking row, 240 miles. Then he's running all these, and he figures out he has a fucking hole in his heart. He was born with a hole in his heart. Fucks him all the way up. He wasn't even supposed to be able to do this shit, but he did it because he has the drive, the mental fortitude to keep fucking going and not be afraid whenever a little bump in the road happens. You need to fuel your mind with success stories and not bullshit garbage. I'm not one of these people where I feel like you should be a monk. You need to use this social media as a tool. You can fuel your mind with what you watch. Watch motivational men, real men that inspire you. Don't watch this bullshit garbage, no thought process, Mr. Beast shit you see nowadays. Put good fuel into your brain where you want to be. Watch things that show you that your dreams are possible. And you say, well, how do I use this? How do they use these bad experiences to fuel themselves? Goggins talks about it, and this is something that I did on my own without even realizing it. It's a cookie jar. Put all your fucking pain and suffering into one thing and tap from it. And whenever you're feeling bad and feeling sorry for yourself, say, hey, motherfucker, I did all this shit, I've been through all this shit, and came out on top of it. So now is not the fucking time for me to fall down. Most of the time, throughout all the strife and shit in your life, you'll come out on the end of it and realize, you know what, that kind of happened for a reason. I learned a lot from that. I'm a much better and clearer thinking person now. You will eventually be happy, I promise you. Stop living in this little woe is me bullshit. You gotta keep fucking grinding, and don't let all that outside noise, don't let nihilism, don't let all these little crappy ass ideologies fool you. You gotta keep going with your goals. I'm gonna keep making these videos until it gets fucking through to people. If you want something, you can achieve it in this world. No matter what bumps are in the road. You got your fucking car, you just slow down a little bit and go over the speed bumps and then get on your fucking merry way. Keep on grinding, old son, chase paper and enjoy nature. Have a great day.